All right, the fun and games are over. My innocence has been taken from me. My death counter is going up through the roof along with the bullshit counter.
Jeez.
And what the f*** is a Capra Demon?
What the dog doing?
Hit you. Welcome back, everyone, to a Dark Souls journey. In my second journal, as I try to play through all of Dark Souls Remastered and share my thoughts with you. Last week, we were all happy. By we, I meant me. Everything was going well, splendid. I'm an idiot in Dark Souls winning. I wasn't winning so much this week. I met a lot of dark and terrible things. Let's get started with the good stuff, because the stream started off pretty nice. Turns out I was just moments away from the next boss, which was the gargoyle, the bell gargoyles. So I came across the bell gargoyles very early on. There was no cheese this time. When I got to the roof of the church or whatever, I'm like, oh, this looks like a trap. Like, there's gargoyles everywhere. When I was picking out my soundtracks to like play in some of the like before the streams, there was something that was called like a bell gargoyle theme song. So I'm like, I see gargoyles. There's probably going to be a trap here where they're going to attack me. I was pleasantly surprised that only one gargoyle came to life to attack me. It felt very Monster Hunter-ish because it attacked me from the sky. It had a tail, and I was like, it has a tail. Can I cut the tail? And we found out very quickly, yes, I cut the tail right away. My Monster Hunter instincts prevailed. And as I was like dodging and working my way down its health bar, I was like, oh, this is an easy boss. And then another health bar showed up. And I saw that there was another bell gargoyle. I was like, oh no, I got to kill this one quick. But I did not kill the first one quick enough. The second one joined in, and then he started spewing fire, and I could not create an opening because there was always one defending the other with fire, and I died a few times. But with a little bit of practice, I managed to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more on point with my rolls, and I killed both of them, unlocking the path to my first bell. And I was really expecting like a cinematic or something. I rang the bell, and I'm like, now what? What's supposed to happen? Nothing happened. I rang a bell, and some guy showed up at the bottom who sold me stuff. And everyone's like, buy a purging stone. I was like, a curse? What are these things? Ho, ho, ho. I would learn what a curse is a few hours later. So I was very happy I picked up a purging stone. Really regret not having bought a few more. But with the first bell out of the way, I was now all ready to go and ring the bell below, which took me through Blighttown. And pretty much this entire stream was me just trying to go as low as I could go. And oh my God, was this punishing. This was really hard to get down there. So one thing I noticed is I'm getting more comfortable killing mobs. Like, I got killed so many times trying to get to the lower bell. Spoilers, I didn't get to it. I kept going back, respawning at the Firelink Shrine because I had unlocked enough shortcuts that I could just like head down constantly. And I was at the point where I was like, oh, we're back here. Run, run, run. Like, I was running. I knew which monsters I needed to kill, which ones I didn't need to stop and bother with. And I was getting very fast and efficient at getting back to where I died just to die again. So I think I'm getting to the point in the game where not everything is getting as scary. All the new stuff is very scary. But once I have familiarized myself with an area and I've killed like the medium spawns, everything else is just trash spawn that I'm like, okay, let's get you out of the way. But before Blighttown became trash spawn, oh my God, did it take me a while, because here you get ambushed by like these thieves and they were just destroying me. Like, I don't know, I felt so slow. They were just jumping on me, cutting my throat, backstabbing me. And I was like, oh, this is so frustrating. So I eventually ditched, I had put on a little bit more armor for the gargoyles. So last stream I said, oh, let's just do everything naked. For whatever reason, I put on a bit of armor. I didn't feel comfortable being naked yet. And then going down into Blighttown, I eventually unlocked like the whole thief outfit. And I felt so slow with my big axe. I tried switching to spears because these thieves were just destroying me. I eventually made it past Blighttown and unlocked a shortcut which lets me bypass that. So I don't know if I actually got better with the thieves or if that shortcut has just helped me not have to practice killing them. Now I just bypass them and go there. Unfortunately, after Blighttown, there is the Capra Demon, the most bullshit fight I have ever experienced in my entire existence. So upon even discovering the Capra Demon, there is a white door. So I'm like, okay, there's going to be a boss. Let's make sure our health is good. Let's make sure we are equipped. And I enter this white door to just be completely rajanged into like 2 dogs jump on me. This guy's like two double sword on me, and my health just, and I honestly didn't even know what was happening. I was like, what the hell did I just walk into? What is this? I'm like, okay, haha, funny, haha, Dark Souls trolling. Let's do this again, knowing that there's 2 dogs in there. So I go in there and I get slammed and I'm trying to roll and the dogs jump on me and he just bashes me again, and then back to the Firelink Shrine I go. This was so frustrating because as soon as first of all, the first challenge to a new player entering the Capra Demon is, what the heck did I just walk into? First, you need to assess your surroundings. Second is recognizing that there are 2 dogs and a Capra Demon. So that is step 1, understanding what is beyond that white door. So that takes 2 to 3 deaths to figure it out. Then the next challenge was, how do I position myself safely from that initial onslaught? And so when I would walk in, I would try to roll to the stairs to kind of isolate the dog so I could kill the Capra Demon. But I was again getting destroyed. And this is where I learned the importance of armor. So armor does more than just defense. Armor provides you with something called poise. And poise, to my understanding, lets you take hits without getting like knocked back and getting stuck in these dumb animations. So your guy, Hey Jay, poised up, and I put on all of the armor, heavy roll, let's go. And I walked in there like a tank, and these dogs were jumping on me, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm walking to the stairs. You guys can do whatever you want to me. I'm walking to the stairs, and it worked. I wasn't getting pushed around and having my health taken out. So after a few tries, I was actually able to kill the dogs and focus on what the heck is this Capra Demon and how do I fight it. He was quite difficult, but once there's a cheese here where you can like lock him into the side of the stairs, where you like climb the stairs, boop him on the head, run back around the stairs, boop him on the head, and you just keep doing that, and then he eventually dies. And that's what I did. And oh my god, this fight made, like, I was getting very close to just being in enrage mode. There is no rage quitting when you are streaming. I'm like, oh my god, like I think I was at hour 2 when I figured this out. Like, I have 2 more hours of this. I can't rage quit. I'm streaming. I am providing entertainment to the masses. I cannot just throw my control. Like if I was playing this on my own on the couch, I would have rage quit so quick. But having an audience encourages me to kind of push through. And I was like, this is not going to be a fun night. But the Capra Demon was slayed. The poise was appreciated, and my knowledge has gone up. So from that point, we keep going lower. Of course, there's no bell after the Capra Demon. You just keep going further into darkness. So that unlocked the sewer area. We met some nice cooks. We killed the cooks. We met giant rats. We killed the giant rats. And at this point, like, I don't know, it did not feel like I was progressing a lot for the amount of time I was putting into the game, despite everyone else saying, you are doing good, like you're progressing very well. It's just like, when I don't discover a lot of new areas, I don't feel like I'm progressing. But I think the whole thing about Dark Souls is you uncover things slowly because you have to learn the path, the enemy layout, and every time you like kill like a mid-boss, like a cook or something, like that's a challenge that doesn't come back again. So there's all these like little wins that add up in the grand scheme. For example, in the kitchen, I found a guy in a barrel. I didn't realize he was that important. I did not kill him. And thanks to that, I've unlocked the power of fire, which is amazing because I discovered slimes in the sewer first and I was bashing them with my axe. I was like, oh my god, they're like 10 hits each. And there's like 7 on the ceiling dropping. This is gonna take forever. Luckily, the fire spell kills them in like 1 hit, and oh, the fire feels so good, like to just like be and then just cast it. Like this is probably the most good feeling attack I have in Dark Souls right now. Shooting fireballs at people, sign me up. So we got a new move where we got the shield now, the axe, and then we got some fireballs. Feels great. Also, I think it's also in the kitchen that I found a stone, which I learned that I can bring to the smithy. I got to know the smithy a little bit better. So thanks to this, I learned that there was a limit on how much you can upgrade your weapons. And so like I'm limited to like going to +5, and my axe was +2 or something. So anyway, we maxed it out to +5 now to do maximum damage, or optimal damage as some would say. And now with the stone, I can go all the way to +10 with the right materials. So like I've perma upgraded my smithy which is cool. Like, I love finding key items in this game because every little bit helps. And anytime I find a key item that helps me get something better, I'm just like, oh yes, like progression unlocked. I was also reading a little bit more of the items, and I learned, so last week I was stuck in the forest by the smithy, and there was like this big shiny door, and I couldn't figure out how to like interact with it or open it. I discovered in the smithy for 20,000 souls, you can buy something that seems to interact with that door. So I'm like, oh, okay, so when I have enough souls, I can progress through the forest. So now I know how to get through that part. At least I think that's what it is. I am nowhere close to amassing 20,000 souls in a comfortable run, though. I'm amassing like 2,000 to 5,000 right now, so it might be a while before we go there. Otherwise, I spent a lot of times wandering the sewers. I really don't know where to go at this point. We discovered some beautiful holes, and people told me to go in the hole. I went in the hole, and that's where I met a basilisk. I think that's what they're called. And that's where I discovered Curse. Another bullshit move where you have to, like, if you don't know what it is, you're not going to be ready for it, so you're going to die from it. And then you lose half your life, and there's only one item in the game, which is at the top of a church. And I'm like, oh, shit, what another bullshit move this is. So the first time, shame on me. It's fine. No, the first time, shame on you, the chat, and the game. The second time I fell in the hole, I literally ran out of options of where to go, and there was another hole, and people told me jump in that hole. And I was like, I don't trust this. But there was more people telling me to jump in the hole than to not. That I was like, after exhausting all my options, I'm like, all right, let's go see what's in the hole. And in that hole was like half a dozen basilisks, and that's how the stream ended. I'm cursed, I'm lost, and I'm morally defeated. I just don't know what to do at this point. Interestingly enough, as a streamer, I have to say the unique experience difference between Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. First of all, I said in my very, very first journal that I was worried about the Dark Souls toxicity. I have not come across that at all. So I'm very happy to say that. But the chats are very, very different. In Monster Hunter, I can usually ask a question and get a pretty consistent answer from chat of what for advice that I'm asking. With Dark Souls, looking at the chat has become so useless and redundant because I will ask something and there is so much conflicting information. It is useless. I could say, do I go here? And it's going to be split 50-50 of yes and no. So the chat is really not helpful. So if anyone has been watching on stream and is wondering why maybe I'm not as interactive with chat, it's because it's very... I'm looking to chat for a lot less help and clues, and maybe that's part of the experience. A lot of people are saying you only get to experience Dark Souls first playthrough once in your life. You should really enjoy it for what it is, and I guess I am enjoying it for what it is. After that last stream, oh man, I was not enjoying it. But I have to say, in hindsight, it was good, and I'm sure if I would go back and like redo all that, it would probably feel a lot easier because there's so much of it is uncovering the surprise and figuring out how to get through it. So, I almost forgot. At the end of the stream, I finally uncovered a freaking bonfire. My only bonfire of this stream was right after the kitchen in the sewers. I kept walking past it, not realizing it was behind this door. So I kept like trekking from the Firelink Shrine all the way down to the sewers, when that whole time there was a bonfire I could have lit right in the sewers that would have saved me so much time. So that's the type of chat I have. It was there. The chat watched me for hours, not use that, and that somehow did not crush their souls. If I was chat who knew this game and I saw someone keep missing that bonfire, I would be like, oh my God, this player is like, oh my, just go to the bonfire, stop running. So I have to say, like, thank you. Thank you for being so respectful of my first experience, because that must have been hard to take as an experienced player of this game. So the next time I stream, it'll be in a few weeks because I'm taking vacation. But yeah, I have a lot of figuring out to do. I don't know where to go from here, so I'm gonna be lost and probably have to figure out how to fight basilisks, which I hate. So I'll see you on the next stream or on the next journal, and until next time, keep it classy.